Hello students, today you're going to learn how to solve a real life case study question based on trigonometry using simple steps and logic. Topics covered in this case study are angles of depression, right angle triangle construction, use of trigonometric ratios and trigonometric function values, and step-by-step procedure you're going to learn. Let's read this case study question. A person or observer on the sea coast observes two ships in the sea. These are the two ships. Both the ships are in the same straight path, one behind the other. They are on the same side. Sometimes the students don't read the question and they are drawing it on other side, each other side of the building. So they are on the same side, so you have to keep it on the same side only. If the observer is on his building, the observer is here on the building and of height 20 meter, including the observer, it means the building plus the observer, total height is given is 20 meter. Okay. And what he is observing? The angle of depressions. He is looking at two ships. Let's mark these ships also. Okay. He's looking at two ships and he is observing and is making angle of depressions. So first question is draw a well-labeled diagram. Always in the board exams, whenever the case study comes in trigonometry, so they ask you, first question is to draw a figure. And what students sometimes do, they draw nicely everything they're doing, but they are showing the objects. So you should not show these. You have to draw using line segments and values also and label it. That's it we want to see. Don't show the objects and draw. We'll not give you marks in that. So let's draw the figure. So first is, you understood, right? Two ships are there, one building is there, and angle of depressions are there. Students, those who have not seen my previous video on trigonometry, that is based on trigonometric angle of elevation and angle of depression. Go through it because in detail I have explained it. Okay, so let's come to this problem now. First is, we'll draw a building and label it. So let's draw a straight line. Don't mind if I'm not using the tools here. This is a straight line, okay, and this is, I'm labeling it, this is the building, it's vertically straight, C and D. And what is the total height? 20 meter. And observer is here, okay, including, it is included in the height. So observer, I'm making an I, but for your understanding, but you don't make. Observer is here and he is looking at the two ships. Let's draw the two ships here. First is A and another ship here, I'm drawing B. And with the horizontal line, this is his eye level. He's looking, this is the horizontal line. And he's looking at two ships A and B. So let's join, he's making angle of depressions are made with this horizontal line and the line of sides. So two line of sides, and when he's looking down, let's draw at A and another he's looking at B. This is another line of sight. Let's join these, they're in a straight line. This, our figure is drawn. Okay, and use a scale whenever you are drawing like this. So now, when you know that what is the angle of depression, whenever angle is made by a horizontal line and the line of sight when he's looking down. So first angle of depression is this one, okay, and another when he's looking at B. With the eye level, he's looking at B, then he's making this angle of depression. Two angle of depressions are there and they have given us the angle of depressions are 45 degree and 60 degree. Then which one is 45 degree and which one is 60 degree? Here also students make mistake. Simple students, which arc is more? This arc is more. So this is 60 degree and this is 45 degree. And so, and one more thing, when you are labeling it as 60 degree from this horizontal line with this line of sight, these are alternate angles, right? So this is also 60 degree. Now look at the another angle of depression. Horizontal line with this line of sight. When he, this is the line of sight when he's looking at B. And this is 45 degree. And what is the alternate to this? This is also 45 degree. All right. And still, if you have a confusion, the simple thing you need to remember that the ship that is closer to the building will have a steeper angle, means larger angle. The closer the object, bigger is the angle, okay? So ship that is closer will have a larger angle of depression, and larger angle of depression is 60 degrees, so it will have larger angle. And the ship that is farther away will have a smaller angle of depression, okay? So greater angle of depression, closer the object. and smaller angle of depression farther the object. That you need to keep in mind. So which one is closer? Angle A, because its angle of depression is more. Okay. So like this, angle B is farther, so it is 45 degree. So this step is very important, that observer, including observer, you have to make a height total and angle of depressions. We have labeled everything. So with this figure, you will score full marks. Okay. Let's move on to the second question. The second question in this is, if the person observes the ship, the observer, he is observing the ship whose angle of depression is 60 degree. Whose angle? I'm labeling it here only. See, student, this one. This one was ship. Quickly we'll label it here. A, and this was our B, this was C, this was D, right? And this was, we labeled in the previous figure, 60 degree. Some technical glitches are coming. And this angle, with when he's looking at B, this is 45 degree. All right. So this is our figure was. Now they are asking, if a person is here, he is observing at the ship whose angle of depression is 60 degree. Whose angle of depression is 60 degree? This angle of depression is 60 degree. And this is with which when he is looking at ship A. So this is this. So we'll consider the triangle DCA. We will use the triangle which is formed by 60 degree depression. So we'll use this triangle DCA. So we'll consider triangle DCA. Did you understand? Because person observes the ship, they are not saying directly that the observer is looking at ship A. They are giving a clue that the observer is looking at a ship which has greater angle of depression, or they can say whose angle of depression is 60 degree. So A ship, when he's looking, line of sight is A. This point, when he's looking at A, this ship, then angle of depression is 60 degree. So consider triangle DCA. In this, what we need to find? How far B ship away from him? When he's looking at A, how far the ship is away from him? Let it be X. So you must write, let the ship A be X meter away from the building, or from the observer. He's on the building only. So let it be X. Is that okay? Now we have to consider triangle DCA only, because they are asking us this X distance, this how much distance is away. So we will take tan 60 degree, and this is how much? It was also 20 meter. So let's do tan 60. What is tan 60 with respect to 60 degree angle? And this is a right triangle, vertical line, always make a right triangle. Okay, tan 60 is opposite upon adjacent. What is opposite side? Which side is opposite to this angle? 20. That is DC upon which is adjacent. We are considering this triangle. So CA is adjacent to angle 60 degree. So we will write it X. What is tan 60? The value of tan 60 is √3. And this is 20 upon X. So let's solve the value of X. X is equal to √3. We'll go transpose 20 upon √3. Now rationalize it. √3 upon √3. You know that whenever a rational number is down, we have to rationalize it. Denominator, we have to make it rational. So that's why we are rationalizing factor we are using, so that √3, 3 you will get. So X is equal to 20 √3 upon 3. In many board exams we have seen when long calculations are there, so we are giving marks for this. But you can also, if you're solving it in decimals also, so answer will come out to be 11.55, and this is meter. And what is √3? You can take the value of √3 as 1.732. Sometimes 2 decimal places also you can take. Is that okay? I hope you have understood that. So you can say that the ship A is 11.55 meter away from the observer or from the building. So let's move on to the last question. What is it? What is the distance between the ships in meters? So where are two ships? This is it. See here, one ship in here. Let's label it quickly so that we can understand, you can understand better. So this was A, this was B, and this was 60 degree, and here it was 45 degree, right? But in the exam, I'm repeating, you have to take only the first figure which I have drawn with you. So you don't have to draw objects. We will not consider it. But since we have done the first question, that's why I'm taking here, so that you have a clear picture. Now what they're asking? They're asking what is the distance between two ships. So where are the two ships A and B? So let this distance be y meter. And this was x already. We have solved earlier. Now we have to find y. Here also many students make mistake. What they take this triangle. No, students, whenever you are taking trig ratios, trigonometric ratios, you must take a right angle triangle. You can't take this triangle, okay? You have to take a right triangle only. So which one is right triangle here? DCB. Because let's consider this triangle DCB. Because y is coming in this triangle only. If we take this triangle DCA, like earlier we have taken, here only x is there. You can't find, right? So we have to take y is here. So we'll take DCB. Again, we'll take 1045. 1045 only we can take because hypotenuse is here. Hypotenuse, nothing is given. And we need to find the base, and this height is given. So 1045 is opposite again upon adjacent. So what is opposite side? Opposite side is DC, that is 20. And what is now adjacent side? Base, that is x plus y. X is this distance and y is here. And we have to find AB. But right now the base is whole. We are taking this triangle, okay? We have to take CB as the base. Is it okay, students? We'll take opposite is DC upon base is CB. So CB is x plus y. Now what is 1045? 1045 is 1 is equal to 20 upon x plus y. Let's solve. I know that you will say, ma'am, x we have calculated. Yes, we'll substitute. But first make it just remove the rational, this fraction part. We'll just solve it, transpose, cross multiply, anything you do, solve it your way, is equal to x plus y. Now x we cannot solve because there are two unknowns, but x already we have calculated. So let's 20 is equal to x plus y, right? So we'll take what is x plus y. Just a minute. Yes, it's working now. So x was 20 root 3 upon 3. We got this. Or you can take 11.55 if you calculate. Otherwise, if you're taking this, I'm solving this, it's 20. Now this will transpose constant that side. 20 minus 20 root 3 upon 3. Solve it, student. See, common denominator, 60 minus 20 root 3. Okay. Now you can take root 3 as 1.732, or you can leave like this and solve it. So 60 minus, in decimals we'll calculate. I will tell you the answer. That will come out to be 8.45 meter. But we accept both the answers. So I hope, students, case study question you have understood clearly. So to learn more of the case studies, do explore my full course. I made one course where there are 4-5 case studies. I have explained it very nicely. So you'll find their notes also. You'll find their worksheets also. I have included a test also, online test there, and which you can see the answers after submission. And my video is also explained. Okay, students, thank you very much. Happy learning, dear students, and practice more and more. Have a good day.